Is the financial system on the verge of collapse? Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I was going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope you're all doing great. So yeah, is the financial system at risk? Is there any crash risk here? It's the $1 million question. It's what we're all watching here on YouTube. We're all trying to figure it out. Can somebody please give it to me straight? Who can I trust? Anybody that has financial gain in the markets, can I trust them? I don't know. You'll have to decide. For me, I see a lot of cheerleading out there, a lot of people in the industry trying to normalize this one. Why, you ask? Of course, I'm going to tell you. Because their financial life depends on it. They did not diversify themselves. They did not save their money for a rainy day, or they simply don't want the gravy train to stop. They wanted this time to be different. Now, here at this show, we've always said the only thing that's different this time is worse. Why, you ask? Well, of course, I'm telling you. It's very simple. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out. Bigger bubble, bigger blowback. It's just the realities of the waters we're swimming in now. So, unfortunately, friends, we've already saw some bank failures occur, but that's been swept under the rug. We're going to look over here. Don't remember that. No, nothing to see here. Look over here now. Soft landing, date the rate. This time is different. Anything we can to get you to just feel comfy in the biggest asset, everything bubble ever witnessed, not in a few years, in human history. The banking system, we've heard about the banks are doing their layoffs. We hear about banks that have failed. We know that they've been under the biggest stress test ever witnessed. During the stimulus era, they were all drunken sailors writing loans as fast as they could. Car repos are up. This loan quality wasn't as good. Sure, credit scores might have been better than '08, but people's financial fitness wasn't. Why, you ask? Because these people that were writing the loans were counting their stimulus as incomes. You could take your stimulus check down to the dealership and get a car. It was all just cascading into this bubble. It's what happens when you don't add a little money into circulation, when you double the amount of money in circulation. Now, our economic balance sheet is mathematically impossible to balance. Before the crisis, we could have balanced our balance sheet. Now we can't. We'll never have enough time. We have hit the breaking point. The financial system will be put under, it is right now, behind closed doors. They're not in their conference rooms with their feet up right now talking about, let's do some hiring. Where's their next investment strategy? Everybody's concerned now about wealth preservation. How do I weather the storm? Because clearly one's on the horizon. Everything's been frozen in place, and now the reverse course is in fact taking place. So people's financial health is compromised right now. How do we know that? Well, of course, I'm going to tell you. Because when you see the U.S. savings rate now at an all-time low, people have exhausted their savings, and U.S. credit card use at an all-time high. They're bridging the gap now because they don't want to compromise their cushy stay-at-home lifestyle of Zoom and remote working. It's over. The biggest bamboozle in history. But it gets better or worse, depending on how you look at it. Who's attached? Everybody, a quick break from the show to bring you today's video sponsor, Noble Gold. Let's go ahead and hear from Noble Gold now. Are you new to investing and have savings you want to protect? You need a new playbook that's safe. Allocate some gold now and avoid the frenzied panic of the unprepared. When fear reigns, gold protects the wise. Shield your savings with a Noble Gold Investments IRA. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com now. noblegoldinvestments.com. Feel free to call Noble Gold Direct or visit the pinned comments or description for more information. Always be careful when investing. There's going to be risk. Now, let's get back to today's show. To all these low-yielding loans that were written during stimulus. Sure, they made a lot of money due to volume, the amount of loans, but the yields on them are low. Why? Because they were at these artificial low interest rates, and that is gone Potentially, we got to hope we never see a lot of people. As soon as they drop the rates, the Fed's going to pivot. Of course, if you're a real estate agent, that's exactly what you're saying. Fed's going to pivot. If they do, we're going to be in worse trouble. It's going to be fuel on the already out of control fire, the inferno that's already raging throughout America. Yeah, but Scott, my area is still performing great. We still have over asking price offers. Well, these towns are becoming fewer and fewer and far between. I can tell you that, friends. I can tell where it was once everywhere in America, now it's a select areas. And we know real estate's local. So if you're gauging, which you should, the biggest asset class in the world that's capable of collapsing the financial system if we lose it, all areas behave differently. Some got more euphoric than others. Others were more pricey than others. Everything behaves differently in real estate. But when you see the warning signs like, hey, honey, I hear some cities are failing like their real estate. Some of these poor people have bought in the height of the crisis. Homes aren't worth what they paid. Yeah, but they've got these artificially low interest rates. So they're not gonna sell the home because then they lose their interest rate. Well, guess what? If they can't make their payments because they've exhausted savings and leaning on credit cards, they're going to have to sell too. Some might get out with less damage than others. Some are go with foreclosures, repo. It's all spiking. But who's it all tied to? The banks. The banks are tied to everything. They are being compromised, friends. And we keep seeing the financial, economical, and political and social fractures occurring. In 2008, it was pretty much economics. This time it's political, social, all because of the crisis. Lockdowns. We are all screen time ninja warriors. We don't know what's going on in the real world anymore. Think life's one big Instagram, TikTok reel. Insane, right? It's insane. So anybody out there that doesn't think that the financial system is on borrowed time right now, I have to politely disagree. When I see that many loans get written at low yielding interest rates, they can't write new loans now. They're frozen in place. They're laying people off. If this thing starts to cascade and even the people holding the notes on residential mortgages can't make their payments, they're going to be they're defaulting on. Commercial real estate probably is the catalyst that's going to provide the knockout blow to the banks because they're holding much more toxic loan if empty buildings. At least with residential, yeah, it might be low yielding, but people are still making their payments. At least they got that going for them. But they're still frozen in place because they're not writing new loans because loan applications are now almost at 80% reduction of where they were writing them. The party has ended. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator. Somebody wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Banks, welcome to the swimming pool. You've got some big issues in front of you. This does not look good. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Anybody that's sugarcoating it out there, please be careful. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. It's better to have a plan and not need it than need a plan and not have it. Booms and busts. We've always had them. We just went through the biggest boom ever witnessed in human history. My advice, and I never suggest anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself, expect the unexpected. Insulate yourself. Make sure you can weather a storm. Save money for a rainy day. I think my parents might have told me that one, and yours too. They were smarter than we gave them credit for, right? You old dinosaur, you don't know anything. I'm bulletproof. Boy. We're going to find out who's bulletproof and who's not. You better have a bulletproof vest on right now. And the only way you're going to have that, cash reserves, in my opinion. Assets, being able to weather the storm. Reevaluate your financial fitness and put your pinky toe back in these markets and allocate it when everybody's racing for the exits. Be fearful when others are greedy. Greedy when others are fearful. In the meantime, I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today, and I'll see you on the next video.